Let us look at this question given where we have a figure with two triangles. The first triangle you can see here AOB, and the second triangle you are finding here, that is COD. Now we have to find out whether the triangles are congruent, and if they are congruent, by which condition are they congruent. So let us look at this equal sign here. It implies that AB and CD are equal. AB and CD are represented by the same symbol, so they are equal. Angle A and angle D have been given 90 degrees. This is the symbol for perpendicular, that is 90. So A and D are 90. We have AB and CD equal, and we require one more condition, that is these are two intersecting lines, and we find that when the lines are intersecting, these two angles will be equal. These angles are called vertically opposite angles. So we can say that angle 1 and 2 are equal because they are vertically opposite angles. So here we see one side AB and CD equal, and two angles, that is angle A equal to D and angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and that is sufficient condition for us to prove that the triangles are congruent. So we can say that triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC, and the condition we have to write down is by looking at what we have used here, that is two angles and one side. Now two angles and one side, look at the side very carefully. The side is not between the angles, the side is separate. So this is not between there. If it is between, we will use condition ASA, but at the moment we are going to write it as angle side. So the triangles are congruent by AAS, and if the triangles are congruent, as I discussed before, by CPCT, that is corresponding parts of congruent triangles, all the other corresponding parts of these two congruent triangles are equal, which implies that if AB and CD are equal, that was already given, the other sides, that is OB, will be equal to the corresponding part here OC, and similarly OA will be equal to the corresponding part of this triangle, that is OD. We have two sides here. We had already equal two angles, that is 1 and 2 were equal to each other, and angle A and D will be equal to each other. That has not been given here, so we don't have to state that again. But the third angle is what? Angle C and B. So we can say that angle C is equal to angle B. So three conditions were given to us. We made use of that and proved the triangles congruent. And if the triangles are congruent, we can say the other three parts are also equal. So if two triangles are congruent by any of the conditions, then all their corresponding parts will also be equal.